Hi friends, so today we are going to do the David Walliams book Geronimo, the penguin who thought he could fly, illustrated by the artistic genius Tony Ross. David Walliams presents Geronimo. At the bottommost bottom of the world lived a huge colony of emperor penguins. All the eggs were kept warm by their dads when one baby penguin hatched. His name was Geronimo. "Let's fly!" he announced, flapping his wings as fast as he could. "Penguins can't fly, son," replied his father. "Of course they can, Dad. Otherwise, what have we got wings for?" "What?" With his feet as skis, the baby penguin used a snowy slope as a runway. "Geronimo!" he cried as he sped faster and faster. He hit a bump on the slope and took off. Whizz! For a few glorious seconds, Geronimo sailed through the air. "Dad, look! I can fly!" The baby frantically flapped his wings before dropping through the air like a stone. He landed in the freezing cold sea with a plop. "You see, son, penguins can't fly," said Dad. Geronimo looked sad. "But it's all I dream about, Dad. There must be a way for my dream to come true." Geronimo spied an elephant seal dozing on the ice. He leaped onto the seal's big wobbly tummy to use it as a trampoline and launched himself into the air. Boing! "Dad, look, I can fly," said Geronimo. Oof. Before landing in the deep snow with a thud. Next, Geronimo paddled out to sea and clambered on top of a big blue whale, sitting right on top of its blowhole. Splat! Air shot up Geronimo's bottom and blasted him into the sky like a rocket. "Dad, look! I can fly!" As soon as the whale stopped blowing, Geronimo plummeted. The angry whale flicked its tail, swish, batting the little penguin across the sky. "Dad, look, I can!" But before he could say fly, he slammed straight into an iceberg. His dad had to give him beak-to-beak resuscitation. "It's time to give up on your dream, son." "Never, Dad. Dreams can come true. I know it." Every night when Dad tucked Geronimo under his ice sheet, the baby penguin would dream the same dream, a flight, a soaring high in the air, sweeping and twirling, touching the clouds, the king of the sky. His dad had had that dream too when he was young. The next morning, Geronimo leaped on the back of an unsuspecting albatross. "Look, Dad, I can fly!" But not for long. The overloaded albatross crashed headfirst into a pod of baby seals, knocking them into the sea like bowling pins. Boom, 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 splish, splash, splosh. The emperor penguin turned to Dad. "You have to tell your son once and for all, penguins can't fly." With a heavy heart, Dad told his son, "No more trying to fly, Geronimo. The dream is over." Dad felt awful as a single tear rolled down his son's face. So awful that later that night, while Geronimo was sleeping, he called a meeting of the whole colony. "Fellow penguins, are we sure it is absolutely impossible for us to fly?" Yes, of course, barked the Emperor Penguin. There must be a way, replied Dad. No, never, fool! Didn't you ever dream of flying? Asked Dad. This silenced the colony. They did all had that dream when they were young. Let's put our bird brains together and see, said Dad. That's exactly what they did. By the time the sun came up, the colony had a plan. When Geronimo woke that morning, the strangest sight greeted him. The entire colony of penguins was upside down. What's happened? Asked Geronimo. What do you mean, what's happened? Replied Dad, who, like all the others, was standing on his head. You are all upside down. No, you are upside down. Come, jump off the ice and you will soar into the sky. Dad pointed at the sea. Yes, replied the whole colony. Yes, that's the sky, said the Emperor Penguin, pointing at the sea. Now come on, Geronimo, said Dad. Show us that dreams can come true, that penguins really can fly. So with that, Geronimo made a giant leap. Splash! It was in the sea. The little penguin flapped his wings and zoomed through the water, thinking it was the sky. I can fly! I can fly! I can fly! He yelled. On Dad's signal, the colony dived on too. Splish! Splash! Splosh! Everybody. Dad held his son's wing. The pair shared a smile. Together they looped the loop, very nearly bumping into an iceberg. Be careful of the clouds, called out Dad. They passed a killer whale. Dad, why is that whale floating upside down in the sky? Asked Geronimo. He must have jumped, said Dad. Oh! Dad watched with pride as his son soared up, up, up. Dad, look, I can fly. I am king of the sky. So sometimes, with a little help and some upside down penguins, dreams really can come true. Hope you enjoyed this wonderful story. Thank you. Bye-bye.